Afinyo Markins and Sambia will go abonting. Afinyo Markins within Juma year in the power, Masiba Jum, and I said the parliamentary house on the there. This year, the minority leader, can I know a majority leader, the Maya, the new patriotic party, or Sunuko Amonoko MPP. Now, the Sambia will go abonting and 1790. I want to just see a man finish on Dramani Mahama, a banana woni, a year, a bayamono, or Tomatama port to the Mayebro Nibi. Canin and Kakui, a car, and a book out of my port, and Uncle Buane free, everyone so duty and the boy shall any day. Now, Susiano go eat cow porter. Obusha for duty about you and the work credit. Ultimate talk out $300, $3,000. No, go in duty bear $6,000. Just a young question. Sim say, I don't see Ghana how per car at the pie pa only bear from a yes, 7 opet a car, ultimate Philippa only bear 2 billion a car. A bad day. A table for Sicians or some for us, but in a source electricity company of Ghana. I use it, Sadama, a Korea for any as I get when I said Ghana Hana and slavery none a good a woman. I was young for years and bring Afinyo Markins at about 2 a driver corner of tea is in the moon and Chemo, and don't be asked Macram.
Opportunity to congratulate you and wish you well. Second, Mr. President, on the 21st of February 2013, you notably said, quote, Mr. Speaker, the meat is now down to the bones. This was on the occasion of your address to Parliament. And you said that the meat is now down to the bones. This was at the time, Mr. President, that you were President of Ghana and you had served as chair of the economic management team of your own government. Yet when you came to this house, you lamented on the same state of the economy that you had presided and re-echoed the point that we are left with just the bones. Mr. Speaker, the President again says that he has delivered less ministers, but it is clear that his strategy is if less, more divide. You have appointed few ministers, but more and more and more presidential staffers and more committees. Again, honorable members, please. The President again came to this house with a familiar story, the usual lamentations. He packaged it in a language as though we have a new beginning. Mr. Speaker, if the President has any concerns, his duty is to fix it. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency, the President has announced to us a cabinet of 19 with only 2 women. The daughter of the founder of this NDC, Senator Lawrence, is missing. Ajaladi is missing. Helen Inkasu is missing. Where are the women in this government? The vice president.
Honorable members, please order.
The vice president is part of the government, and we are seeing only 2 women in cabinet, and the vice president is sitting there. In percentage terms, we have only 10% of women in cabinet. Mr. Speaker, the president again, as part of his lamentations, is telling the nation that through some arrangements, they have been able to do 2 things: pay domestic bonds that matured, and then also they have successfully done some financial engineering to pay some energy sector debts to keep our lights on. My question is, Mr. Speaker, has the president any budget? This is the budget he inherited, the revenues he inherited that he has used for this purpose. The same government is condemning. Mr. Speaker, he has today told us that we have 2.2 million Ghanaians unemployed. But what he has forgotten, that in his administration, in less than 100 days, all we know is sack them, dismiss her. Mr. Speaker, on the streets of Accra today, the youth of the country are saying that Mahama Baku termination replay. Mr. Speaker, we are happy to hear from the president that he is going to launch the Nkokonkitingkiti. We are happy to hear this, but we are curious because only yesterday we heard of a confirm. Mr. Speaker, the president talked about the school feeding program, and in his submission on the school feeding program and the status of